All right, welcome back to the KFYR Plus News Desk. And the Department of Veterans Affairs Secretary Doug Collins became the VA Secretary February 5 of last year. And since then, the department has launched a host of major reforms to improve benefits and services for America's veterans, families, caregivers, and survivors. Joining us now to discuss the improvements the VA is making to better serve our nation's more than 17 million veterans, we welcome Secretary Collins. Thank you for your time today, Secretary.
And Jay, glad to be with you.
So for veterans watching today, what changes would they notice most in their daily interactions with the VA compared to, let's say, a year ago?
Well, what I first and foremost hope would they see a focus on veteran. They see a focus on them and their care and their needs. That's the one thing, if you point to anything of all the good successes we had last year, was it was a focus change at the VA. Instead of we were inwardly focused, we became outwardly focused on the veteran and how we can provide what they've already earned, whether it be health care, disability benefits, cemetery access, or other things that we do from mortgages to educational benefits. It's now about that veteran walking in, and I'm hoping they'll see an easier service. We're trying to make things easier to get the benefits that they've already earned.
Secretary, processing 3 million disability claims in one fiscal year is a record. Which reform are you personally most proud of?
That going along that line right there, we had over 260,000 in backlog, which was over 125 days when I first got here this time last year, and we're now under 100,000 and a little. And we after we started focusing on it, that's one of the prouder accomplishments. Also, we not only were pending 1 million claims when I got here, we're under 600,000 just on the daily kind of pending. So those are the kind of things that say, we're putting the veterans' interests first because now they're getting the answers quicker. They're getting their decisions so that they can then move on with their lives.
What are some of the VA's top priorities for 2026, and where should veterans expect to see the next major improvements?
The next, I think where they're going to see it next is a couple of forms. One is simplification of forms, simplification of applying for your benefits. It's too complicated. And let me just say this to folks in North Dakota, there's no veteran in North Dakota who should have to go pay anybody to get the benefits that you've already earned from the VA. Don't fall for that. You can get free help. And the VA, we will actually help you. Go to va.gov or call 1-800-MY-VA-411. And people will help you fill out your forms, get your need. You don't have to pay anybody for that. And we're going to make it easier in this coming year to do so. And also with our reorganization of our hospitals and clinics, it's going to be more access in rural healthcare, especially for North Dakota and others, working with our community doctors to make that healthcare situation easier as we expand out.
And what risk or challenges concern you most as the VA continues to modernize?
I think the biggest risk is not a risk assessment more than it is getting the word out that we are changing. I think that's the big thing for us. We still have a large amount of folks who don't use the VA benefits that they've earned. That plays into some of my concerns with death by suicide, homelessness, and others. We find that people who are not engaged with other veterans tend to have a higher tendency, unfortunately, through death by suicide, to be out of the system, not getting the preventative care that they need. That's the concerns that I have looking forward.
Secretary, how do you ensure taxpayer dollars are being spent efficiently while expanding these services?
Well, we're continuing to make sure that what we do is efficient. I think that's the biggest issue that we have looking forward to it because, we only serve veterans. So that's as we look at that, that makes it, pretty easy to look at. But also, one of the things I've also done is told our employees to look for systems and can we do it better? And too often for the number of years, the VA just sort of did stuff because we always had done it that way before. And now we actually have our quality control folks. We have people, just regular employees saying, hey, we can do this better, faster, cheaper. Why don't we try this? And I've been amazed at some of this, just the discussions and changes that have come in just from our employees looking at how we do it more efficiently.
And what message do you have for veterans, their families, and the VA workforce?
I think just continue to know the VA is going to be here for you. The VA is going to be continuing to improve, to make it easier to access the benefits you've earned. If you've had a bad experience with the VA, which, look, we're a hospital system, we're a benefit system. I mean, there's going to be some times when it didn't go the way you wanted it to. Come back, though. We want to make sure that now you're seeing that there is a difference and we'll help you in a way possible. And for our workforce, thanks for a great year. We got another one coming up, and I know that they're going to exceed all expectations.
And where can veterans and their families go to learn more about available VA services for them?
The best place to go is va.gov. It's a full service website that can do all the different aspects of benefits earned, from healthcare to benefits to disability benefits to education benefits, housing benefits, and cemetery pre-planning. That's all there right on va.gov.
Perfect. Department of Veterans Affairs Secretary Doug Collins, thank you for your time this morning, sir.
Appreciate it. It's good to be with you.
All right, 15 now past the hour. We'll take a break here at the news desk. We're right back with more on KFYR Plus.